Von Fry, legendary badass, not shy, telling you how it is, Von Fry will die.
If we're in agreement of one thing, that one thing is that Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the most disappointing new show on television. Now, back after I watched the first episode, I made a little video called Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Shucks. And I was right. But, you know, at the time I was like, it was kind of okay. It was certainly disappointing. I don't like the way how this is going. Oh, now I've seen where it's gone. I know the truth. Man, what we have here is a show I often refer to in my podcast, Hottie and the Jerk, look for it on iTunes, as Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Jr. It reminds me of like James Bond Jr. Like, there's kids doing stuff that adults should do. That's what I'm seeing, guys. There's 2 adults, as far as I'm concerned. Everybody else is a kid. They're going out on a field trip, and this is further pointed out by the plane being called the bus. So you got 2 teachers escorting the kids. Coulson, who I thought was just kind of in the movies, but everybody else fell in love with him. What do I know, I guess. Then there's May, a non-character, but she looks fine. Ming-Na, you're looking good. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm just saying that if you're the muscle, then what the hell is Agent Ward doing there? Are you guys both the muscle? You don't look like Jane from Firefly, but you're playing that part. So, we have characters that already are paired up in a way that they're expendable. Then we have Fitzsimmons. This started out as the most annoying duo I've ever come across. I said one was Irish, then this guy's like, you couldn't differentiate Scotch. It was 1 episode! And the other chick's English, she's there to look like, Keira Knightley. And so, what's the point there? They're both scientists, tech wizards, with the same skills, and they argue. They had 1 episode where they were actually brought to the forefront, and it looked like Simmons was gonna die, like, oh no, I've got my committing suicide for the betterment of the group sacrifice face, and she's about to jump out of the plane. I was like, I'm almost regretting her dying, but not quite. But the reality is that when they're brought to the forefront, and this is very strange, you take the 2 most annoying characters and you put them on center stage, they actually work better that way. Because at least Skye, who may very well be the worst of the worst, is kicked so far back she hardly even has any face time. And I say Skye's awful because here you got a girl with perfect hair, goes on and on about her only trait being hacker. I never see any hacking in the show, and she talks about living in a van down by the river. Super slut Skye? Oh, she's looking for her parents. That's the reason she met up with these terrorists. Yeah, she's a hacker for terrorists and lives in a van. Are they not paying you very well? That's the only way you could find your parents, who happen to be S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. What a coincidence! That's your team. That's a S.H.I.E.L.D. team? They're the best of the best, investigating the most important shit going on in the world, and it's 2 adults leading a field trip for students. Then you're going to have, oh, did you guys know that I was in the Avengers? I'm Phil Coulson. I was with the Avengers every week. We have further ongoing bureaucracy bullshit. How many people can be in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Well, I know Sellout L. Jackson, he plays Fury, right? He's the boss. Then who the hell are all these people that keep showing up each week? Oh, well, there's a chain of command. You know, Starfleet had a chain of command. It wasn't shoved in my face every damn week. Why don't you put these guys out on a mission and just get that shit done with instead of, it's against protocol. I've You don't have level 8 clearance. God, shit. No, I can't stomach Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. any longer. I want you guys to join me in not watching this shit.
Do 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 do.